Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This time around, it is Miracle Girls for the Super Famicom. As you could already tell, it's a translated version by RPG1 from 2004. And thankfully, you don't need to read a whole lot in this game to really figure out what's going on. And also, you don't need to know anything about the anime or the manga that the game is based on to know anything about the game either. So you can easily pick this game up and play it. Might as well go ahead and leave the demo here. Press start here. A little bit of a delay, but so what? Let's go ahead and keep pressing start until we get to the title screen here, and then there we are. Alright, we do have one player versus common, one player versus two player. Those are the mini games. I may cover these in future episodes. But for now, let's go ahead and do story mode because that's the meat of the story. That's the meat of the game too. And we can choose between Tomomi and Mikage. Because I use her in the practice run. And because it's really creepy that they both blink at the exact same time. I'm going to play as Mikage. And we go instantly straight to stage 1, Flower Road. Pretty easy heads up display there. You have your lives in the upper left hand corner, followed by the amount of health that you have. You start with 3 hearts, but you can have up to 5, and to the right of that is the amount of gold hearts that you have. If you collect 10, you'll get an extra life. Also, if you stand there for about 10 or 15 seconds, more like on the side of 10 seconds, your character does that. I had no idea she did that until I actually started doing this Let's Play. Go figure. Also, you jump with A and you attack with B. And by attack, I mean throw candy, which causes the monsters to be stunned because they're too busy eating it. It always has this arc, but if you want to have less of an arc, you can just duck down and throw them by holding down and then pressing B. While they're stunned, they'll be flashing, and you can also stand on them and make a staircase with them if you need to. That'll come in handy a little later, but for now, let's just go ahead and try to avoid these guys as best as we can. And now we got these bunnies. They make 2 short hops followed by a long one. And I can't believe I let myself get surrounded like that. And by using one of those 2 bunnies, I was able to get a red ball with a B on it. If I press X, that will allow me to use a screen clearing attack to take care of all the enemies on the screen. Definitely going to keep that in mind for a little later. You lose the screen clearing attack when you go to a new stage. Also, here's some fruit. Picking up any fruit, regardless of which one it is, will always give you 1 health. Again, you start with 3, you have a maximum of 5. And you can't change anything about that, sadly. You can increase your max health. And this little icon here, with the blue flower in it, lets us talk to the sister that we're not playing as. This will let us get past the platforms. Ow. Yeah, your sister will tell you to either get on the right platform or the red platform. If you get on the right color, you'll be able to make your way to the other side. But if you don't, you take the right one, you will die. Also, we heard the word lucky being said right there. That means we've reached the midpoint. This is the midpoint here, and in case we die, we can return to that point. Shouldn't happen too much. I'm not really going for a no-death run here. If I do, great, but if I don't, so what? And remember what I said about making stairs with the enemies? Well, it allowed us to make a staircase to this door. In here is a little place where you can play slots and also get your fortune told. And if you get 4 in a row on any of these horizontal rows, you'll be able to get a 1-up. You can start out by choosing your star sign, press up or down to change it, and then press A to select. I was born in July, so obviously we're going to be using Leo. And when it asks if it's okay, you can press A to confirm or B to go back. And if 4 match, then you'll have good luck for sure, as well as a 1-up. The wheels will start to spin, And you can press A to stop them from spinning when you want them to. And I was so close on that top row, though. And we didn't get much of a good fortune at all. Or anyone else, for that matter. Also, when you leave the bonus room, you can't go back to it until the next stage, so don't even bother trying to use them to farm and then farm one-ups there. I almost said enemies. Speaking of enemies, we have these balloons that move around in this little infinity-style pattern, as well as these flower-like enemies that move back and forth. Some of them are pretty quick, so you gotta be careful. Might as well go ahead and just get this guy out of the way. And I can't believe I got hit there. That was not a good thing. And I want to go up there because there's some stuff that I want to get. And the bad part, I can't do it. I probably can't get it now. I probably can't get it now. I'm gonna try again. Oh, I did get him lower. Can I leap there from here? Well, I can't if he gets out of the stun lock. No, I can't. That's great. I'm not even gonna try. Also, this star will allow us to have temporary invincibility. For as long as the music plays, we can run into any enemies we want and get rid of them. Just like that. Just by running into them. I was going to show off one of the pickups, but unfortunately we probably won't be able to get to it until stage 2 now. Because of that. And that's the other end of that top path that I so wanted to take. And for some reason, because we took the bottom path, we get to talk to these guys. This is only possible if you take the top path, take the bottom path, not the top path. You get to save these bugs' child, and then you go all the way to the right to the goal. If you took the top path, they don't show up. Yeah, the top path actually has an item that if you pick it up, you'll be able to get hints at the end of the level for the next level. So it's really nice to find it if you can. It does tell you where the bonus areas are. I'll go into more detail with it when I find it. But for now, let's go ahead and concentrate on the boss battle, which happens at the end of every stage. For the first stage, we fight against this bee guy. But it's not your typical boss fight. You actually play a little mini game with the guy. And if you beat him, you get to save one of your little teacher friends. Well, not really little teacher friends, because I don't know, there's not really much of a reason for your teacher to be your friend. Not in a school system anyway, but that's neither here nor there. I might as well go ahead and explain the game. Pretty simple. You use a water gun and spray your opponent while deflecting theirs with an umbrella. You obviously use a control pad to move around, but you press A to shoot the gun, and you press B to block shots with the umbrella. Shooting your opponent successfully gives you 1 point, and if you touch a blue ball, that takes away 1 point. Whoever has the most points after 60 seconds wins the game. In case you lose, you get to try again, and in case of a tie, you win by default. So here goes. Do have a little bit of conveyor belts here. And thankfully I was able to get a shot in real quick. Sometimes it takes me a while to actually get one in myself. And I'm doing really well for some reason right now. I usually don't do this well at all. You may be wondering why you haven't seen the blue balls yet. That's because they don't show up until there's exactly 20 seconds on the clock. When that happens, they're going to roll around and set patterns, and thankfully they're easy to recognize. I don't know why I was holding A. But anyway, here he comes again. And And here come the blue balls. Thankfully, the B guy is not very smart. He will run into the balls without much of a reason to do so. Like right there. And I managed to get a shot in just like that. I want to get away from that ball. Thankfully, time ran out. I managed to get this thing won 4-0. And we beat this guy. And for beating this guy, of course, we get to meet one of our teachers and we get to get that teacher rescued. So 1 down, 3 to go. Also, you can skip through this text yourself, but it does go on its own. So I'm just going to let the text run in case there's any text on the screen. And then I picked up that Friends book. I would have gotten hints here, but it just kicks me straight to stage 2, where I will continue the journey in the next video. So join me next time where I go through stage 2. Hopefully find that Friends booklet that I was trying really hard to get. Try to find the next bonus area and play the next minigame to save the next teacher. So until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!